Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, it's Dark Cloud Whiskey. I'm a dog. Somebody's watching. Somebody laughed. Yay! Finally. Yeah, having a separate mic from the computer, you have to make sure everything is turned on before it'll work. Now it works. It's working. All right, let's get some of these glasses out of the way. Steve Schmutz says hi.
Hi.
Had to put the old St Paddy's Day Oilers tarp on. Big win tonight in the playoffs. Going deep. Both our dogs are walking around this gong show. St. Paddy's Day. It's supposed to be a gong show. Why don't you tell everybody what we're drinking?
How it'll just show it because I'll probably screw it up.
And what do you think about it?
I like it.
I called it.
It doesn't burn my...
No, it's pretty easy drinking.
Yeah.
It just gets a really bad rap because of who's behind it.
Yeah.
People that have never tried it say they hate it because of Conor McGregor.
Oh, so I don't really know a whole lot about him either, but this is pretty good. I like it.
Dave, I've never heard your dog so quiet. Every time he's here, they're going ape.
Yeah, Dewey's got a bit of an attitude.
Steve, did you polish off the...
It's going to be a fight.
Did you polish off the Irish Invasion drams? Are you still working on them? Yeah, Dave. The original Proper 12 was gross. They like rebranded it, relabeled it, everything. It's way better now. This is like not bad.
How are you doing this?
Just reading.
Oh. Like, a bug in your ear?
Yeah. Can you repeat that?
Stop it.
Like children.
He's got her blocked off so she can't get through, and then he's just like snarling at her. But he's on a blanket, so he won't get off of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like regular Jameson. It's super smooth, easy drinking. People just don't like that it's Conor McGregor that did it. I don't mind it. To start off drinking, it's easy. It's good. Steve, what were the last three? Bushmills, Cologne, and Two Stacks?
Here. Go, get. Go on. You get two. Get out. Go. Get. Go on. Sorry.
It's no use.
They're both bent out of shape. Hey, buddy.
I'm going to try this after.
What's that one?
That's the one that Mike gave me in Vancouver. The like anniversary bottling.
When did you only try it there? Is that the only time you tried it?
Yeah, I haven't drinking it since we've been back. But he gave 10 is the cologne. Okay, yeah. He gave a sample to Jeremy Pugh that weekend, and Jeremy let his wife try it, and she said it was the best whiskey she's ever had. A bottle that you can't buy anymore.
Wow.
Open that kill bag, and yeah, I want to. That's the coolest thing ever.
What's cool about it?
No.
Oh.
That one.
Oh. I was like,
This one I want.
this.
I want you to try that one too after. You don't have to finish all out if you don't want. If you need water, I have water too.
Kids don't need to go to school tomorrow, do they?
Kids will be
They
late
need to
for
be on
school.
time.
It's weird because it says there's one person watching. There's 2 people in the chat. And there was 0 people watching when you were both talking. So I don't know who's on, who's not.
What is this? YouTube again?
Yeah, this is YouTube. I just redid it.
That's probably for the best. Looking around to see how many books have.
David's just listening. Does Dave work tomorrow? Was he smart and booked it off? Steve, are you on days off right now? Oh, now there's 2 people.
Ooh.
Everyone went to bed. Yeah, that's probably true. We're the only weirdos up late. Travis said he was at a pub since 11 a.m.
He's got the right idea. I would like to do that.
Back to work Sunday, yeah. I came home early a day for this, which is smart. I would have been gong show. I work for the city every day. It's day off. Love it. Oh, 3 people. Somebody's not talking in the chat. This one's okay, though? You like this one?
Yeah, okay. It's like
What do you get? What do you taste on it? Anything?
nothing like.
If you say marzipan,
I don't even know what that is.
I get some marzipan, some treacle,
What's treacle?
burnt sugar, burnt molasses,
It kind of tastes like rum to me ish.
rum.
Is that bad? Is that wrong? Did
No,
I do it wrong?
no. There's no. You can't give a wrong answer. I mean, if you said it tasted like,
Salmon?
yeah, salmon might be a little weird, but
So this, you can't hear anybody. They only talk on there.
yeah, it's through chat. Yeah. High-end German gummy bears. That was a tasting note that somebody pulled out like a few weeks ago. High-end German gummy bears.
How are you gonna handle
Not that,
those?
not that Haribo shit. I don't want. I know what marzipan tastes like. I don't want to taste it and everything. Oh God! She brought a
Is that the
present.
white stuff that has candies in it?
No, marzipan's like an almond paste. You can get Merci chocolates.
Mhm.
They have marzipan flavored ones.
Have you tried it?
I've tried those. I've tried marzipan once. It's weird.
Does it just taste like almonds?
Yeah, it's like nutty. Like I get why people say it, but to me it's like if you taste almonds, then say you taste almonds. To me it's like
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
hey, taste marzipan. I can tell you one thing, our wedding cake did not have marzipan on it.
doesn't like taste anything.
So yeah,
nutty.
like caramel, toffee, butterscotch, anything like that. Like it has this sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Like a honey.
Yeah.
Marzipan is my favorite nut. Yeah, I agree. Like, if I taste something nutty, I'll say nutty. And, like, I guess in a way, like, almond nutty or, like, peanuts would be different than, like, sherry nuttiness. Like, a sherry nuttiness is like hazelnuts almost, like a sweeter nut. All right, we poured this. Kincaid, 4 Kilbeggan. And we'll see.
Can I sip of your water, please?
Yes. Freshen up that palate.
Why did I just smell water?
Nosing the water. Amaretto. There's that whiskey out right now, 2 Bar, and finished in amaretto casks. I haven't tried it yet. Everybody that has seems to like it. This should smell different.
Yeah. She's very distracted. She's so cute. This one's good.
So proper 12 is 40%. It's like minimum.
And what's this one?
This one's 43. So it's just a step up. Now this is proper 12 is a blend. So it's unmalted barley, malted barley, a lot of grain whiskey. Grain can be any other grain. Mm-hmm. Now this one's single grain. And all that means is that single distillery. And you can have as many different types of grain. But this one is actually 95% corn and 5% malted barley. So this is like an Irish bourbon-ish. Because bourbon in the States has to be 51% or more corn. So this would, if it was made in the States, you could call it bourbon. Yeah, but it's not. It's made in Ireland. So they call it single grain.
Well, it tastes good.
Yeah, bourbon finished in amaretto. It sounds weird, but I could see why people would enjoy it. This one has a stronger nose.
Yeah.
Well, Lagavulin Offerman Guinness. That's kind of, I guess. You got Guinness in it, so whatever. We'll let it slide. Bourbon with a marzipan. Oh, Jesus. Woodley, do you have this one? The single grain? Not grassy. This one's like 95% corn, so dusty, I think. I get like the classic like bourbon notes, but it's triple distilled. Unless it's double distilled. It's matured in American oak as well. Says it has notes of rich vanilla, toasted coconut, and a smooth, slightly sweet finish. Do you get coconut?
No. I'm starting to think I have like COVID or something. I can't like smell anything, but it's like.
I definitely get like, it's almost sweeter than the proper 12.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's that vanilla. It's got way more vanilla, which American oak casks, that'll give you the vanilla, especially ex-bourbon. So bourbon, the casks can only be used once. That's why everything's matured in ex-bourbon. Because in Kentucky and States, they use the barrel once and they can't use it again. So they sell it to Scotland and Ireland. That's why they use ex-bourbon.
How do you make like, okay, so.
This, you know what? This does have a little bit of a grassy note on it. like fresh cut grass. Oh, Steve, yeah, that's a big miss. I swear I've seen some around recently. Yeah, Dave picked one up this week. I only got one, and I'm trying not to drink it because it's so good. Such a weird thing to say. I'm trying not to drink it because it's so good.
Which one is that?
It's the one up there, the first bottle that's kind of hidden.
With the blue top?
No. See the Lafroig with the red band?
Oh, yeah.
One.
Oh.
So it's Nick Offerman, the actor.
Yeah.
He's like a spokesperson for Lagavulin.
Mm.
And so this is the second one that he's released with his name on it. But this one, he did it as an homage to his dad. Mm. And they used Guinness casks to finish it.
Cool.
Which is, yeah. So cool idea. And it's like Lagavulin's a smoky scotch. And literally tastes like they added Guinness to it.
Really?
Like it's creamy and chocolatey. It's so good. 4 in Sherwood Park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whiskey life. It's one thing you got to learn as a whiskey lover is FOMO is for real, and you got to get past it, or else you end up buying hundreds of bottles that you don't drink. I drink all these. I've given away a lot of the ones that I bought stupidly.
You drink all these?
Every single one, every day.
You're so full of shit.
Could you imagine if you had to drink it like once a week? You'd be fucked out of your mind. Do you like this one more?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought so.
I do. I don't know what I like.
So, Cars and Cubes. He sent me, you know how I did those blind challenges for people? He sent me one, and I'm sending him one this day's off.
Fun.
Yeah. So it's like I usually do 6, so I'll send him 6 sample bottles, just numbered 1 to 6, and he's got to first step is put them in order, and then the second step you give him hints. So
to say he has no idea.
No idea.
That'd be impossible.
It could be anything that's in here.
If I picked any bottle over there, and I was like, "Here, what is this?" Would you know?
I would say, oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'd say 50% of these, I would hope I could pick out at least which country they're from, which region. Some of them I'll know for sure. If you pour me an Ardbeg, I'll be able to know it's an Ardbeg. Lagavulin, Lafroig, I could probably pick that out. Lacheg, most of the Lachegs I'll be able to pick out. Glengoyne to me has a very distinct note to anything they put out, so I would like to think I picked one out. But I mean, if it's an Irish that isn't a Bushmills or something that I drink lots of, I probably would guess Irish, but that's as close as I'll get. But that's the fun in it. And everybody sucks at blind tastings. Everybody. Nobody's good at them.
It'd be so hard because you try so many.
Yeah.
How would you know?
Yeah, you don't know. So, I sent one out with that Christmas bottle swap that we did. I sent out a blind. A few people did it, but I mean, it's hard. There was one Irish in there. Everybody expected me to have more, so that was on purpose. I put one Irish, and everybody that gave me the results back, nobody picked it as Irish, and nobody picked it as the worst. So
there you go.
It won't be all Irish. That's too easy. Just to screw with them, I'll put no Irish in there. Yeah, very humbling. That's exactly it. Mm-hmm. I've got you to do it before where especially if it's 2 of the same releases, just different release dates. My Glengoyne 10s, I have 5 different Glengoyne 10s. and I got Aaron to pour them blind, and I just put them in order. I didn't even try and guess what era they were from. And the newest one and the oldest one were the two favorites, which is weird. You like this one better?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Stuff must be starting to grow on me because I can actually like swallow it.
Me and Jeremy were talking about that today. How like both you and his wife started by just smelling it,
Mm-hmm.
and then occasionally you would take a sip. And if it was some cast strength, I would warn you ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like this one's gonna burn, but
I remember when we went to that distillery and I like couldn't even. I was like trying to swallow it and I couldn't. It was tough.
Glengoyne 12 at 43%, and they gave it to us at the beginning of the tasting at the distillery. And even because at that time I wasn't into whiskey at all yet, and I was like, ooh.
I
But
don't
it was
really know either because like, are you just like I don't know if you're supposed to just like slam it back?
Yeah, exactly.
Or, like, taste it.
Stupid Americans just slamming it back.
Mhm.
Yeah, I bought them all because they're all different era Glengoyne 10s. That's the point. They're all of them except for the newest two have different signatures on them. That's why I got them. They were all found on the shelves in Alberta, which is crazy. This one smells like it's gonna hurt. It's right up there with high-end German gummy bears. All right, put those aside.
My esophagus is hot.
Yeah. I'll grab one of these. Bring out the big guns this time. You're like one of like 100 people that have tasted this. Even comes in like, ooh la la. Cork, don't fail me now.
Oh, that would have sucked. Yes, this
$1,500 bottle. I don't know how much it costs. I definitely did not buy this. This was gifted to me in Vancouver by Mike Brisebois. I know it's insane to even have this in my hand. And when I got it, it was like to here. He brought it to Vancouver, shared it with a bunch of us in his hotel room, and then before he left, he just met up with me and handed it to me. And I was like, what? But yeah, it's the 400th anniversary, was released in 2008, and it's made with crystal malt. So that's, I don't know what percentage crystal malt, but that's what makes this one special. And it has nutritional information. 0 grams of protein, 0 carbs, 0 fat, 64 calories.
Yeah, it's healthy.
If you drink 100 mils, you get
Your stomach pumps.
255 calories. I was saying that to make a picture book of wives tasting whiskey faces. Be like the those Peat Monster bottle. No, those big Peat bottles.
Oh.
And they put the different faces on there. Keto friendly, I know. Who would have thought? Whiskey Wonderland, I doubt it. To spend over $1,000 in February to go to Ottawa, probably not in the budget. Also, I would have to take vacation, and if I used up my week of vacation to go to a whiskey festival in Ottawa in February, I probably would need to find a new place to come home to. It's crystal malt, so it's just a different type of. It's a crystal barley, I'm pretty sure. Crystal meth. Yeah. This live's about to go right off the rails. Everything tastes like feet, socks, cheese, and yuck to my wife. Okay, your wife's now in the coffee table book. If I had a different job, I'd be off in February. I would definitely not be able to afford to go to Ottawa. Yeah, this right off the hop, you can tell it's just special.
Smells like nothing I've ever smelled before of this stuff.
Yeah, it smells way different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I remember seeing some protesters in Ottawa in February, and they looked mighty cold, and it was +5 here at that time. How did you guys even deal with that? Did you just like stay away from downtown Ottawa?
Yeah.
I meant to ask, like, I know a bunch of people from Ottawa. I meant to ask them how. It's next February. It's Nick Borello, the good chef, and Mike Brisebois putting it together. It sounds really cool. Their anger kept them warm. It sounds cool. I mean, with Nick involved on the food side and the golf course that they're holding it at, that Nick works at, like, it sounds really, really cool. Yeah, Banff in September. That would be all right. I have 3 weeks off in September, too.
Me too.
Want to go to Banff and drink
Actually,
whiskey?
I think I work like 3 days in September.
Yeah, I would love to go to Banff. If that happens this year and it's on the first 3 weeks, then I will try my best to be there.
That was good.
But Toronto had a protest as well, just stayed away. Yeah, I mean, every weekend we had the downtown in Edmonton was blocked off, and they never did anything for a month. And then the one day that they had a counter protest, they were like arresting the counter protesters, which is so beyond comprehension. Yay, Canada justice system. Whiskey and Banff. How romantic.
If it's a getaway, I'll take it.
Let's see. We can go anniversary, whiskey festival, trip to the mountains. Do it all in one. And when you break it down, everything that you spend, it gets divided across all the different reasons you're there. It's cheap.
It makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to the Banff Festival, and the stories that come out of that place are insane. That's like where Mike launched the Tobermory 12, and then he pulled out like the Lecheg 21, and it didn't even have a label on it. It was just like a sticker that said Lecheg 21 Manzanilla. It was like before it was ever bottled. He got a bottle sent over specifically for that festival. They pulled it out in his hotel room that night.
Crazy.
Yeah, if it's the second weekend in September, that's the week that I would be working, and I booked it off. So I would be there. We will be there.
I wonder if they can hear our dog snoring.
I don't know. Can you hear dogs snoring? See, like, Dave got into whiskey during COVID. So he's never been to an in-person tasting. He was smart though, or his wife was smart, and he got a job at Keg and Cork.
Do you get a discount then?
Yeah, he gets a discount.
You should get a job there too. Your days off.
Just all the Edmonton whiskey nerds get part-time jobs to feed their habit. Yeah, I was hungry. I'm gonna pound back some frosted mini wheats after this. Somehow all my Lucky Charms are gone on St. Patrick's Day. One's right below my feet, and the other one's on the end of the desk on a blanket. They both snore.
I'm not tired. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, cost plus 10%.
Nice.
That's a pretty good deal.
That is a good deal.
Yeah, Ottawa, I would love to visit there one day.
I don't know if there's a kid walking around.
I haven't even sipped this yet.
Oh.
No, go for it.
It's really good. I like it.
Yeah, that's a $1,500 whiskey. I don't think it's that much.
Some of the price tags are insane.
Oh yeah.
Like when I went looking for that stupid Christmas.
My God.
It was like some of the prices was like, holy sweet Jesus.
I should go and just like not go live, but just record videos to put up here. All four of us should that are on the podcast, and just tell whiskey stories, because that one is hilarious.
No, it was not funny.
There's only supposedly 4 people in here. I'll give you a quick synopsis. So a couple Christmases ago, we're sitting in the house, and my wife's like, "Okay, I need to get you one more thing. What do you want?" And I was like, "I don't know." She's like, "Well, I want to get a bottle for you." So I was like, "Okay." Completely different conversation. And she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go. Is there anything you need?" And I said, a black can with a gold lid. She's like, "Okay, black can with gold lid." She calls me an hour and a half later from Wine and Beyond. She's like, "There is not a single bottle of whiskey with a black can with a gold lid." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "You said when I left, black can with gold lid." I was like, "What? No, I wanted an energy drink, like a Rockstar, a black can with a gold lid Rockstar." And she slapped me through the telephone.
The poor man that was trying to help me.
She had a guy at Wine and Beyond trying to help her find a whiskey with a black can, gold lid, and
Maybe.
It was a gong show. Yeah, it was. When she came back, she just like threw the energy drink at me. It was so funny. I want to know who the 4th person is that's in here. Yeah, the unicorn of all unicorns. The one that doesn't exist. That's a Travis Watt unicorn. Whiskey that doesn't even exist yet. Yeah, this Bushmill's 400th anniversary. That is a unicorn for sure. It's probably the best Bushmills ever. Yeah, next time I'll send her to you. You'll be able to pick something out. Not a black can with a gold lid. Like the closest I thought was like Boona 12. It's a black canister with red on it with a gold lid. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. He like posts like, all these whiskeys that are like so hard to find. Yeah, I don't spend $150. It's not for me. It's not for me. Oh, there he is, number 4. The old ones have a black can. So Mr. Whiskey A is the reason I now own this. Which is also a unicorn that I thought was long gone. Long gone. So cheers. Yeah, that's a crazy bottle.
Do you want it?
No.
Oh, I was like, here, eyeballing it.
Do you
Back
want
off.
it? Does this taste different than everything else?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it doesn't like burn or anything. Like it's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's no Dave. The Causeway 10. Oh boy. I think it's black can with a black lid. Dave's like, I love customers.
Oh, I was so mad, and then I cried. Oh, so mad.
I was like, I'll send her to you next time.
Yeah, that guy like hated me. It was very nice, but
This one's only 46%. It's not super heavy. Yeah, the Bushmills Causeway is black tin with like a dark purple band on it and black lid.
well, and you were specific too, because you're like, you had been talking about a bottle that had just come out and it was new and blah blah blah, and I'm telling this poor man, and then he's like, "What? Like this one's new, but it doesn't come in a black can." I was so mad.
Oh man, it's so funny.
It's not funny.
It's funny every
You
time.
get gift cards from now on. For
Yeah.
Christmas.
It's smart. Like I don't know. I would rather get a card full of gift cards than a lot of gifts. Although you've gotten way better. You've done pretty good recently.
My parents have gotten way better.
Yeah. Oh man. That's what $1,500 tastes like.
Yeah, it tastes good.
Pull out that half a sample I have from the Vancouver trip. It's legit half an ounce worth $800.
$800. That's crazy. This one is really good.
It's in that black box right there.
You should have that in like, we should have a safe or something like that in case there's a fire, and then you like have everything in one spot. Should be smart.
Put half an ounce of whiskey in a safe, in a fireproof safe.
Well, how would you be?
Yeah, I would be pretty sad if that went up. Cars and Cubes, did you get the Writer's Tears ice wine cask? Do you have any Writer's Tears? Get them gift cards for the gas station. Energy drinks galore.
Totally. That's smart.
Yeah, that is smart. That was funny. The last time your in-laws bought you whiskey was a Dalmar 12. Yeah. My in-laws bought me when the Vancouver Olympics were on. They bought all their kids and their spouses limited edition Vancouver Olympic jackets. And mine was a women's medium that was unreturnable.
Oh, it's so funny.
Now,
it's better than the gangster hoodie you were getting.
yeah, that's true. The Christmas before that, they got me a hoodie from a store in Londonderry Mall. That's run by a bunch of gangsters.
They didn't know how to respond to your alternative look. Maybe that was it.
My Twachikada did not come in a box or a tube. I don't think. Twachikada. That's a very clear message. 1 year it was you're a gangster. The next one, you're a tiny woman. Northside for life. Yeah, no doubt. Dave knows exactly what store in Londonderry that is. Oh man.
What's happening with all these bottles? Are we drinking all of these?
Yeah, we're drinking all these bottles.
You're joking?
Yeah, I'm joking.
Okay.
Some are left over from earlier.
Like hot right now.
A handle of Crown, drank half before I realized it was from 1984. Oh boy. That's an expensive mess up. Yeah, writer's tears. I agree. Every single one of them. What's weird is I'm a sherry head, and the redhead writer's tears is my least favorite of them all. It's the only single malt they have, and it's sherry cast, and it's my least favorite. I still like it. It's just the one I like the least. The guy I work with, his dad had a bunch of old Alberta Springs, and he had Alberta Springs from 1976 that came in like wood boxes, and Vic used the wood boxes to store his marbles in when he was a kid, and now his dad has the whiskey bottles with no box, and having that box, it would make it like a $4,000 bottle of Alberta whiskey. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, the redhead is watery. I agree. I don't know if it's just because everything else they do is grain, like it's pot still and single malt mixed, and that's all single malt. Like, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, it came out watery, and I mean the sherry aspect to it's nice, but writer's tears with that pot still in the mix. Just the spice that comes from it in the mouth feels amazing. Yeah, not enough sherry. It comes through, but not nearly enough. Sean's been drinking since 11, just leftover bottles. Ooh. Writer's Tears Cast Strength 2015. Pretty sure that's one of the best ones that I've never had, or I've tried it, but I've never owned it. And yeah, it's really good. 1973. Who from out here? I'm guessing it was Joe or Russell. Yeah, the wood boxes. I don't know if they still come in them. I haven't seen an Alberta Springs, like, other than the bottom shelf one. Yeah, the ones that my buddy's dad had, I think, were 1974, 1975, something like that. They were back when they still had the tax strips across the top.
She's so tired. It's past her bedtime.
Yeah, Whiskey Joe. If you've ever seen Josh talk about Whiskey Joe on his lives, he calls him Joe Christ because the guy's insane. His whiskey den is his garage. It's like set up as a whiskey den. He sampled off a pack for like 6 or 7 of us and just went live during COVID. And there was like a 1966 Tully Birding There was like a 1983 Port Ellen or Rosebank. And he just like, bottled them up, sent them to everybody, and we just went live on Zoom one night and drank them. He somehow managed to get a case of the Ardbeg beer that they made and just gave us each one, still in my fridge. We're supposed to get together and drink it, but that hasn't happened yet. Weird. I haven't seen a wood box Alberta Springs in a long time. Yeah, that's what Joe does. At a fire, reaches into his pocket and pulls out a 40-year-old sample and just gives it to him. Like, insane. These old Perth 23s with the... He had, I think, 30 of these on his shelf. When Mike Brisebois did the Boona 46-year tasting, Joe bought 5 tasting packs, and they were $3.50 a piece for half-ounce samples. Like, no, Writer's Tears. You can find, I think, from 2017 all the way up to the 2021 in Alberta right now for the cast strengths. Yeah, just carries samples of unicorn whiskey in his pocket wherever he goes.
Oh, she's like running around. What are you doing?
If you want a cheap taste of the Writer's Tears 2021, they have that little fake book pack. Comes with the copper pot, the double oak, and the 2021 cast strength. It's $34 or something like that. And it looks sick because you can put it on a bookshelf and it looks like a book. if you wanted to hide it from your wife or something.
I was like, I wonder how many other books.
I was just going to say, I posted that on my Instagram and I get a message like an hour later. She's like, so how much other whiskey do you have hiding in books? Yeah, is that 2015? Did you grab that at that store today? Man, I want just the box from that Alberta Springs. I think those boxes are so cool. I don't keep very many whiskey packaging boxes, tubes, or anything. Maybe 4 or 5 that I have. But if I had one of those boxes, I would definitely keep that. Yeah, I'll have a look around when I'm out for the 2020. If I can see it anywhere, I'll let you know. Yeah, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that 2015 cast strength. Like I said, I've heard that it's one of the best ones that they've released. Gross.
Yeah. That's what she was running around for. She's proud of herself.
All right, Steve. Yeah, the Temple Bar is so good. And crazy enough is right when that was announced in Ireland, I had just done a mini barrel experiment with Bushmills 10-year, and I did it with Malbec from Argentina. And then it was like literally the weekend that I dumped it out and bottled it, and they announced that Temple Bar Malbec was coming out. And then I was like, man, 1,000 bottles total. There's no way I'll ever see that. And it took a year and a half, 2 years, but it came, and I definitely got one.
No,
No, it's I don't even know. Cowhide? It's a dog chew.
A turkey leg.
I get where you get the turkey leg from. Our big dog will eat them. Our little dog will bury them, and we'll find them a year later. And it's the weirdest thing. One more, what? Okay.
I have nothing to do. That one's good though.
We're gonna finish off with the original Bushmills. Yeah, that Bushmill 1608 is so good.
All three of these have been so different.
So different. Eh?
Four of these?
Four.
This one smells like bananas.
Bananas?
It's probably really
No,
wrong.
no, it's not at all.
Is it a thing?
Yeah, bananas is a thing.
Shut up. Haha.
I bet you if you went online and looked at tasting notes for this, bananas would be on there.
Probably number one.
Oh no. Yeah, I've seen those barrels. I almost bought one at Winners actually. It was like the price should have tipped me off. It was $30. And I like had to find the fine print, and finally it said this is lined with rubber or whatever. Is what a bourbon cask, Dave?
Is it?
Go to
Yeah.
yeah. You want whiskey base. The Bushmills white? No. Seasoned bourbon barrels and Oloroso sherry casks. The biggest difference is it's way more bourbon. Yeah. Cheers. Have a good night. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Dave, the Bushmills original, it's obviously more bourbon than sherry. And the biggest difference between that and the Black Bush is the Black Bush is like 80% malt. Which again is insane that they have an 80% malt to 20% grain sherry cask, and it's like under $40.
Fresh cut grass?
Yeah, it's a note. I told you.
What? Reminds me of that, like, just think of that Gap perfume. Was that a
Yeah.
thing when you were?
Yeah. Gap perfume.
Smell like grass clippings.
Yeah, bananas are common notes from bourbon barrels.
Got one.
Now that you say that, power suggestion, I can totally smell like ripe or underripe bananas, like
Yeah.
green bananas.
What about buttered toast? Are you getting that too?
It's either that or I'm having a stroke.
Yeah, it smells like bananas.
They say women have better noses than men. It's crazy because this bottle is like $23, $24.
You should drink more of that.
Well, so this, the Black Bush and the Red Bush, all three of those together are less than $100. And they're all good.
Here you go.
Woodley, the Red Bush is, I'm pretty sure, all bourbon barrels. So next time, you know who comes live. We'll try that one and see if she gets bananas on that one too. Somebody a week ago. They said they got Pez candy and Lucky Charms dust, like the dust at the bottom of a Lucky Charms box. Not off this. No, it was just whatever. It was just like one of the weirdest notes I've ever heard.
Lucky Charms dust.
Yeah, so like when you pour out the very end of the Lucky Charms and you have that dust, which is like
poured on the counter last night.
Yeah, well, we poured on the counter last. Yeah, $30 bottles all day, and you can be just as happy as some crazy bottles. Like there's $30 bottles that I would prefer over bottles that are over $100. Lots of them. Yeah, Dave, I go through phases. I'm like I said, I'm a sherry head. You know that. I'll always love sherry, but yeah, there's certain things, and for some reason, in Irish whiskey, especially single pot still, I way prefer bourbon barrels than sherry casks. Dusty cheap candy. Yeah, candy necklaces. That's what they were saying. Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was actually on, somebody was saying on the Redbreast 12 cast strength. That I think that's what the review that I was watching.
Am I gonna like stand up and be wasted?
Mm-hmm. No, you'll be fine. All right. I think we're gonna head off to bed. Kids still got to get up and go to school in 7 hours. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, Dave. Bourbon casks show the distillate. I agree. Except for Bushmills Black Bush. Get that all day. All right, bye. Dark Cloud out.